It's indeed an honor for me and pleasure to address you this morning. Let me acknowledge the Chairman, Chancellor Kuma of ITI, and also a special guest of honor, Justin Becker, General Manager of Remington Technology, and the guest of honor, Dr. John Matainaho, Director of PhD. My good friend, Siva, it's been a while, we met some years ago. You're Executive Manager. Distinguished guests, members of ITI management and staff, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, this morning, graduates of ITI. To you, the graduating students of ITI of 2023, congratulations and well done. After all the sleepless nights and countless struggles and sacrifices, your hard work and patience have finally paid off. Congratulations to your families also, and the people who supported you, including your sponsors. They celebrate your achievements today also. And I also want to offer my congratulations to ITI for another milestone 59 graduation ceremony. To the graduating students, to you, it is certainly a relief and joy to finally accomplish your dream today. Also marks the end of a chapter in your life at ITI and a pivotal moment in your life that you want to reflect on. As you look back in time, in your personal journey, and how you have made this far by the grace of God. As you look back in time, I'm sure you will recall many fond memories, including your experiences at ITI. A friendship that you have made will be long-lasting. You will also recall the struggles and, of course, the encouragement and the influence of your lecturers and instructors that inspired you to be what you are today. I hope that in your reflections you can feel a sense of satisfaction that ITI has given you the unique experience to learn and discover yourself and prepare you for the future and what is ahead of you. Speaking to you today is no different to speaking to graduating students of the Pacific Adventist University as the Vice Chancellor. And also, many years ago when I was invited to speak to the graduating class of Teatulohi University, doctors and nurses and those graduating 2017 at the time. We are quite aware that as institutions of higher learning, we have the important goal to prepare and equip students for professional and engaging lives. But it's also important goal for institutions and universities to ensure that education provides a path for discovering your authentic purpose and meaning in life. And we want to provide the environment to train students to seek the truth for themselves and support each other and blossom, flourish with the spirit of creativity and innovation. Education can have its true meaning when students are taught to think and do. I like what our favorite and inspired quote of mine says: a more comprehensive education is needed, an education which will demand from teachers and principals such thought and effort as mere instruction in science does not require. A character must receive proper discipline for its fullest and noblest development. Students should receive at training institution such training that will enable them to maintain a respectable, honest, virtuous standing in society against the demoralizing influences which are corrupting the youth. And that was written 100 years ago. So what is your dream for the future? You sit down here and contemplate what is ahead of you. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? I will let you reflect. reflect on that. But today I challenge you to get to know yourself. Build yourself. Build your character. And go yourself. And just do it like 96. What your character is what your country will be. What you do now is what your country will become. More importantly, with your knowledge, ask yourself, what can you do with what you know? What can you do for your family, your community, your country, and God? Can you make a difference in your country, in society? If you have made it because you believe it, can you make it happen? But as you venture into the unknown, the future, your knowledge and confidence will certainly be tested. We live in most challenging times, in a highly divided world. What people want to believe in and accept. So much misinformation and disinformation. And you are going to make a choice. And therefore you'll be called to build bridges and not walls that divide us and build relationships. Be truthful and honest in what you do. Graduating students, whatever you set your mind to do and take you will rest on what you think and believe. I challenge you to not shy away from dealing with difficult situations and choices. It will become easy for you to handle with experience. And that is the amazing thing about courage and discovery. Our thoughts, words, and actions must be about moving into the future without fear. So be optimistic and confident about the future and what you can do and what we can do. In most cases, it is your education and the challenges and opportunities that you face that will direct your vision of the future. Education is the preparation of your life to enlighten your vision and apply what you know. I'm inspired by the vision of the chairman, Chancellor and his father in setting up ITI. They had a vision that one day you will be sitting here and having achieved your education. And I want to honor that too as well. But to move forward in life, you need a leap of faith. When the first inhabitants landed in Papua New Guinea, it was faith that led them. When men went to the moon, it was faith that gave them confidence to conquer the unknown. People of faith are people of courage and adventure. Are you ready for it? The pursuit of knowledge has always been about the pursuit of happiness in life. Your belief in life and the goodness of life will be a strong admonition to do what you must do, so it is done. I was asked a question last weekend by my 11-year-old grandson. He's in grade 6, sitting down weekend, talking about, not about coming here, giving a speech, but just talking about things. And he said to me, if you were a leader in your country, what would be your goal? I was quite surprised about his question. I told him that I would want my people to be happy. And that meant making sure that they had the knowledge to make choices to live their lives. He replied, if he was the leader, his goal would be education. That was amazing. You know, I reflected on that when I was coming here. As you go up back to where your dreams started, many of you are going to be concerned about many things. What is in your mind? Perhaps many expectations and new dreams. You will have to set big goals and big dreams. But how can you keep the intellectual, emotional, and spiritual opportunities open for you? If you need to settle on one thing, we all need it. It is calm, a devotional spirit, a deep desire for knowledge about the future and the understanding of the meaning of life and your purpose. You must strive and choose what is best, and you have yourself to deal with, that cannot be taken away. And you must make out what you want to be. Remember, it is what you know that will make a difference in the lives of people around you. But I also warn you that you may fail many, many times. But don't let failure move you in a different direction. This also means that whilst you move a big pen on big things in life, that is your focus, many of us, on big problems, you must also seriously move the small, fine needle on the most important things that you care deeply about, the little things that will impact on the lives of people around you. What may be a priority for you may not be a priority for the welfare of others. Do what is not only important to you, but to others too as well. Graduating students, be a catalyst for change, a catalyst for love, a catalyst for faith in what you can do to inspire your generation and the next generation. Your impact must transcend your professional affiliations to shape a future generation that is kinder, resilient, and tolerant. Be responsible and accountable in what you do. It's not about what is there for me. I know in the business world that is the case. But how you can add value to others, how you can build relationships and be responsible and accountable in whatever that you do. We have a very demanding society today. You are going to be expected to do more than simply do what you're doing now. But you are young and have the energy and drive. So use that energy and manage it to drive your passion to succeed in a demanding society and to create a better world, a better Papua New Guinea, a better Pacific. In its digital age, in the era of artificial intelligence and automation, we must take a control seat. Yes, we are in the AI revolution, so let it be. Friends, success in life cannot be simply defined by where you are or what you have achieved, but whether you are in a control seat or what you are doing, and the difference you can make in society. Remember, life is not meant to stand still, but to move from that which is good to that which is better. Indeed, as I try to paint this, my theme would be, I hope, that your dreams of the future will be dreams of building a better you and I, us, and a better community for our country, for this world. This is a generation of opportunities. Explore and take the opportunities that is given to you, especially the advancement in knowledge and technology, in AI, a new revolution. Today, I challenge you to stand up, selflessly and pursue the good of others. Be honest in what you do and what you cannot do. There is nothing wrong in promising that you will do your very best. If you have the opportunity to reboot, please do that and change the course to make a big difference in your life. You may get a better and true perspective of life. It was interesting in my journey after I had gone to training and spending years studying in Australia and working in Australia, and then in the US in cancer research and teaching at the University of Papua New Guinea, I had a major realization in my life just barely like 10 years ago, when I was at the peak of my academic and research career, and had taken life for granted, to find from my family's long-kept secret that my twin brother, who also looks like me, the two of us, and I were supposed to have been buried alive when we were born. A hole was already dug to bury us. When told the story by my aunt, my heart did not really sink like, and I have felt a bit of pressure on that, but there was a sense of humility. I was immediately drawn to a new perspective in life. It's not luck that I am here today, it is God's design. In fact, my brothers and I were very young, say first year at university, 18, 17, when we went as young missionaries to our people on a very tiny island of Bougainville in the very early days in our university studies. But today we look back, we both completed doctorates. He's an engineer, and I'm in the field of pharmacology and science, but now currently at PAU. That was amazing. My faith in God has always been my strength and courage, my ultimate source of inspiration. He has shown me what is good and is required of me to act justly, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with God. And let me extend that wisdom to you today. And finally, graduates, don't let people look down on you because you are young. See that they look up to you because you are an example to them in your speech and behavior, in your love and faith and sincerity. That was Apostle Paul's advice to young Timothy. May God bless you.